Whew, I tell you, I cannot believe that match last night. Early hours of the morning. Still tired now. Emotional roller coaster, wasn't it? But what a victory! What a stadium! What an atmosphere! Now I can understand now why people save up and they go to these huge occasions with their life savings. It's because of matches like that, isn't it? But what's really annoying me now is how Donald Trump's got himself involved in the World Cup. Not in the early stages, but now. I don't want the United States to progress after tonight. I hope Belgium thrash them. I think that would be the fitting conclusion to what's going on with this red card that's been suspended. And it's calling into question FIFA. And I think that if Donald Trump has intervened the way he has, and he says all these insidious remarks about the referee, even though it's just Trump's opinion, it might not be shared by everybody, but he drops these little seeds, doesn't he, and say about the referee's past, and we've looked into him. And I don't want to say any more because I don't want to be someone that causes controversy. Really? Of course he wants to cause controversy. Now, I wouldn't put it past Trump and his lot to pay off the top FIFA officials so that America has an easy ride into the final. And I wouldn't put it past Trump to buy the World Cup for the United States team. Now, if that happens, which I hope it doesn't, because if it does, then this will be the end of FIFA. There's no way FIFA could live this down if Donald Trump intervenes so much so that he buys them off and there's a trace of money going into their accounts. Look, when it comes to FIFA, they're very corrupt, extremely corrupt, and they take little bits of presents along the way. Sepp Blatter, remember him? Remember those videos showing all that money showered on him? Those videos weren't made for nothing. Those videos were there to tell you that the top FIFA officials are as bent as a 9-bob note. And if Donald Trump is also a corrupt president, then you can bet your life those that are easily bought off will have a relationship with a president that could make it worth their while if they just tip it in the balance of the USA team. And this, for me, it's not sportsmanship. It's absolute, outright corruption of the highest order. And if this pans out that the United States were to beat Belgium later, and they were to go on and get into the final, then I think that Trump will do everything he can to influence the top FIFA officials and referees so that the United States end up lifting that World Cup. Of course, I want England to lift the World Cup, and I want England to play France in the final. That is what I want. And I want a spirit of fair play. Yes, I still want the bulldog spirit that we're renowned for. That tenacious, never say die attitude that English people have had for many years. And when our back was up against the wall in that match against Mexico, we showed something that made me so proud. I was so happy to see us finally show the rest of the nations that we are there to be taken seriously. I know we're playing Norway next, and we'll be up against the giant Viking, Haaland. And to be honest with you, he's a tough player to beat. He's very powerful. But we have got an amazing spirit now that I've not seen in any England team for a long time. Now, that could be down to Thomas Tuchel, or it could be down to the fact that the current players in the squad have decided to end all this past history of hurt. And they'll do anything and put every limb on the line to get England over into that final and eventually lift that World Cup. But it's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be pretty. We're going to see things from other nations that are going to make us cringe, because they're all going to be using all the tactics that they know, how they can earn themselves an extra free kick or a penalty. Now, it just depends on the referees now and who has decided who's going to win this World Cup. I hope it's not preordained, as some people are now suggesting. You want to know that the best team is going to win, and at the moment, the most beautiful football is coming from France, without doubt. They are so joyous to watch when they're in full flight. But we're good as well when we go on the attack and we press forward. I love that about us. The way that we just didn't sit with one goal. We went for a second goal. I loved it. It was something that I've not seen from us from a long time. So when I finally saw that we weren't just going to sit on one, which, let's face it, if we'd have done that, we'd have lost. So we got that second one, didn't we? Against the speedy Mexicans. But I was so happy that we weathered that storm up until the hydration break. We really, really just tried to slow them down. We tried to frustrate them. And it was just so joyous to watch. But I'm very tired now. I'm going to be watching the United States tonight. And I'm certainly going to be watching Portugal and Spain. That will be a very, very interesting competition, that one. Contest between them two, because they're two highly skilled footballing nations. But because Ronaldo is not going to be at his brilliant best and he's not going to be running after everything, I think you'd have to favour Spain to go through. But I just hope later that Belgium have enough to put the United States out, because I just don't want the United States to get a free passage into the final, because I feel as if the temptation there would be too great for Donald Trump to do everything he can to push them right over that line, even if it means, you know what, moving money around into FIFA's accounts. You can't trust them. You see, the prize is just too great. But I think after this World Cup's all over and we finally find out who's won, I think you'll find out that some of those top FIFA officials have been receiving certain gratuities, gifts. They probably won't be, well, they're not supposed to be in the shape of money, but don't trust them. And remember what Sepp Blatter did. And he's now calling these current FIFA officials, he's calling them for their decision on this red card. That's interesting. So Sepp Blatter's not happy with it. Quite a lot of people are not. And where does it stop? You do it to one, you've got to do it to the rest. Anyway, football. You know what? It can unite people, can't it, in celebration? It can divide people if two nations hate each other. But at the end of the day, it's just one round ball that people are chasing after. But it's such a great game. It really is the greatest sport on the earth. There are no other sports that can compare to it. And there are some very good sports out there. I mean, I've surfed, that's a great sport. I've skateboarded, that's a great sport. I've played tennis at amateur level, and that's a great sport. But nothing Nothing compares to football. And I just hope, please, I just hope that England can do it this time and just end all that past history of hurt. And that will just be so good for the morale of the country. See ya.